Welcome back to Coffee and One Thing with Team Beery. I'm Scott. That's Audrey, and that's Elaine.
All right, we're Team Beery.
Yeah, this week's episode, we're still talking about home insurance, but we're gonna talk about when we should shop for home insurance. Mm-hmm. Our featured coffee is Green Mountain. Green Mountain is the place to be. Green
it should be.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Caramel vanilla cream. Mm-hmm. I actually like the ice cream on the box better than the coffee, but that's okay. Yeah. Well, ice cream. Let's see. So when should we start shopping for home insurance?
Right away.
Right away.
As soon as you know that you know that you're buying a house, you should at least kind of talk to your insurance company, find out what it is that you need to be looking for, what should be concerned about.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
I really hadn't thought about all the things to home insurance and what you might or might not need coverage for until we started diving into this.
Right.
And, you
cheapest is not best.
Right.
Cheapest is not bad.
Right. It's more about coverage.
Free ain't good and good ain't free.
The best coverage for your budget.
Yeah.
Right.
But definitely shopping for home insurance during your inspection period.
Oh, for sure. Because
something might come up that causes you to change your mind about that property.
Right.
Right. Well, and I didn't know that Corey had mentioned that he could run a claims report on a house that you're buying, and usually we're waiting for
the seller to
provide a claims report, but he can find it out. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So that's definitely something I'll be talking to my insurance guy about.
Yeah.
Right.
That would be really helpful. I think information
as you're going in place,
like if you kind of know you're going to write an offer, you can be like, hey, let's just find out
what this is about.
And what about the situation where the current owner has only owned that property for several years, like 2 years?
2 years, yeah.
Well, typically a claims history goes back at least 5 years.
Right.
There may be something they don't know about that property.
Right.
That an insurance agent, it could come up on a claims history.
Yeah, if it's an investor that's only owned it for a year.
Exactly.
Right. Fix and flip, stuff like that.
So there's all those things where, and what he made a comment to is, it could be uninsurable if it wasn't
properly
corrected.
done.
Yeah, if it wasn't corrected the right way.
If a do-it-yourselfer did it with the insurance money.
So, so that's a piece that I think people don't pay attention to enough.
Right. You want to think about.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
Yeah. So the other thing is shopping your rates annually. I really took away that from Corey.
Yep.
That was a really good tip to just kind of, at least if not annually, every couple years, because insurance people change, insurance
insurance
want.
Companies change.
What they like to insure changes.
Their appetite.
Yeah, that's what he called it. That's what he called it. Yeah. And to me that's huge because some people stay with the same insurance
I'm sorry.
all the time.
I didn't mean to interrupt.
It's all good.
Also, what about the things you have changed?
Right. Your life changes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And you may not say you don't change your house, but you might buy a piece of jewelry, Scott,
or a coat, Audrey.
Right.
Yeah, or a gun.
Or you might go to the antique roadshow. Some China or some collectibles.
Yeah. Right.
And so those are things that you definitely want to have insured.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So there's
especially
all
if you're
those
going
pieces.
out buying a $500 pair of Jordans or something like that.
Oh my stars!
Right.
Yeah,
I think they're out there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure they are, if not more.
Yes.
And the other piece that's interesting is this insurance is the only piece of your mortgage that you control. So you don't control what your interest rate is. You don't control what your principal that you have to pay. this is the only cost in your mortgage payment every month that you control.
You can shop it.
So it's worth doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Definitely.
definitely.
And it's part of your, so if you have a budget and you've been saving to buy a house, it's part of your prepaids too.
Right.
So that can affect your budget there. You're going to pay 12 to 14 months of insurance in advance.
Exactly.
Right.
Right. And that all comes out in your escrow account.
Right.
So that,
That's nice to
something
have
to
that
consider.
all in place. Yeah.
And you should shop during the
Inspection period.
Inspection period. Well, and if you don't provide an insurance policy, your mortgage company will get one for you. And typically
and
it's
guaranteed
not.
it's going to be more expensive.
More
and
expensive
it's not
and
going
not
to
the
cover
best.
what
Right.
you need.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So always just make sure you pick the insurance company.
So if you
for
need an
sure.
insurance guy, ask Elaine.
We've got some great ones. They're all on our website. Go to teambeery.com.
Beery.com.
And that will get you where you need to go. So we're going to do a little wrap up. If you like what we've said here, or you know somebody that needs to hear this information, make sure you subscribe and share, and always use
A very good team. Bye, y'all.